Growing up in Africa is one of the greatest things that God has given to anyone who was born in Africa. In the olden days, our parents, they used to tell old stories about things that used to happen or to take place in different places in Africa. How were these stories important to us when you are listening about these stories? Join me after the short break. Nevertheless, amongst the best people who used to tell better stories, my grandmother was one of the best storytellers. The stories that she used to tell about Africa were helping us to know our identity, where we're coming from. But in this generation of nowadays, our children, they are being introduced to stories about Western culture. They are no longer learning about our African culture through storytelling. If you don't know about an African story, meaning you lost your identity. Therefore, it is very important to rejuvenate our old stories that we used to listen from our old parents. Children of nowadays find time to learn about African stories. There are stories that we used to listen, like Kalulu and Tortoise, how they visited their parents-in-law in the royal family. What are some of the dangers about not telling African stories to our own children? The dangers are, if we are not telling stories to our children in line with Africa, our own children are going to fail to identify themselves where they are coming from. Therefore, it is very important to rejuvenate the culture of telling African stories, to remind our children where they are coming from. Africa is a great continent. Africa is beautiful. I love to be an African. Therefore, I'm here to tell about African stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next presentation talking about African stories, African cultures, sharing importance about Africa. See you in my next presentation.